Hello everyone, this is Hellbender 47, and this is my first ever rant. This rant is about games that don't live up to their expectations. While watching television or looking through game magazines, we look at games that look like they're going to be great and we think to ourselves, "Oh my god, this game is gonna kick ass! I can't wait until it comes out!" And then months later, these games come out. First I'm going to talk about the games that do live up to their expectations. First of all, Call of Duty 4. Apparently, everything about that game is perfect. Graphics, gameplay, multiplayer, everything. And the fact that it takes place in a more modern setting, unlike other Call of Duty games before it, hence the subtitle, Modern Warfare, is definitely worth the hype. Another one is Grand Theft Auto 4. Like Call of Duty 4, is perfect in every way possible. Also, there's Metal Gear Solid 4. It's clear the developers really took their time in making this game a complete success, and a good way to wrap up the Metal Gear Solid story from what I've heard. It seems like some of the most highly anticipated games have 4 in their title. Moving on, there's also Super Smash Bros. Brawl. The fact that you can perform final smashes on your opponents and everything else mentioned in many other game reviews makes it a must-buy for Wii owners. There's also games like Fallout 3, Left 4 Dead, Mirror's Edge, Little Big Planet, Gears of War 2, and Resistance 2, the list goes on and on. But now I would like to focus on the games that people have been waiting months to come out but fail to live up to their expectations. First of which is Sonic Next Gen. This game has so many fucking problems, I don't know where to start. This game has glitches out your ear. Sonic doesn't move as fast as he did in the previous games, long and sometimes unnecessary load times, plus there's this whole bestiality issue. Seriously, what the fuck were you thinking, Sega? Sega had some good ideas in this game, but they've been bombarded by these problems I mentioned and more, and some of their other ideas were just retarded. The next game is Turning Point: Fall of Liberty. When you first look at the game, you might be thinking, a World War II shooter taking place in an alternate timeline? Cool! It would actually be cool if it wasn't for one thing: the crappy gameplay! Most of the weapons you use are incredibly inaccurate, meaning that you can't hit a fucking thing sometimes, and also means that you'll be grappling most of your enemies, which is a cool feature that this game has. Another problem that this game has is the AI. The enemy AI can be either really dumb or seriously overpowered at times. You take one enemy down because of his stupidity, and another one kicks your ass. That is some bad programming. The ending of this game is also pretty bad. I don't want to give it away if you actually want to play it, but let's just say that the ending is pretty anticlimactic. Another game that makes the list is Haze. While this game looked like a pretty good PS3 exclusive, playing it or watching someone play it will probably make you think, did the developers get lazy? I thought this game was going to be good. Well, it would have been if it had a decent story, graphics, and everything else. What can really annoy the hell out of you is that your character can be a whiny little bitch sometimes, and that the mantle soldiers you side with at the beginning and throughout some of the game are nothing but stereotypical jarheads. Hearing phrases like, "Dude, we knocked their asses down like Skittles," and I was all like, "Pow! Pow! Pow! Yeah!" can drive you to the point of killing him once you switch to the rebel side. There isn't enough nectar in the game that can save it from being a disappointment. Next up is Lair, another PX3 exclusive. This game is known for a few things, and one of those things is using the 6-axis controller to control your dragon. Sounded like a cool feature of the game, right? Unfortunately, what it comes down to is poor and unresponsive controls and an annoying lock-on system. This game should have been put back in development to fix the god-awful controls. Finally, there's Alone in the Dark. Like Turning Point, it has a cool concept. Central Park has a secret beneath it, but you'd be wishing you didn't have to play the game to know what that secret is. I can sum the game up in a few words: glitches, poor controls, frustrating combat, and everything else. This message goes out to all game developers. When designing games, it is important to test them to see if there are any flaws in it. Test them and look closely for any problems like glitches and such. Don't go ahead and say, "I don't see any problems with the game, let's plan a release date." I'm not saying that every game should be great, but there's a difference between a game that's relatively unknown until its release in a game that looks like it's going to be great through trailers and magazine ads, but fails to deliver upon release. Shit like this is unacceptable. Unacceptable! Anyway, that's all I have to say about this matter. Otherwise, I'm gonna completely lose it. So, this is Hellbender 47 signing out.